Hello, I've just returned slightly wet and bedraggled from the march at St Helier organised by Unison to call on the government to stop cuts in staffing, wards and services at St Helier Hospital and in the borough. Latest estimates suggest that there's going to be 480 job losses and 208 bed cuts. The jobs form part of the 20,000 jobs that are to go in the NHS nationally. Some of those are going to be compulsory redundancies and agency staff, but others will be made by not filling vacancies as they come up. This last area has its own problems, as thousands of doctors, nurses, physiotherapists and radiologists finish their training with little immediate prospect of a job, but still saddled with huge debts. As we approach winter, any bed cuts will be acutely felt. The normal pressures that the NHS comes under each winter will be much worse. Last year we were just debating where our spanking new hospital is going to be located. Now unbelievably, as that thought sinks as fast as the Health Trust's financial position, it's unbelievable that we should be campaigning to protect what we've got, fighting against NHS cuts imposed by this Labour government's mismanagement of the health service. Anyway, sit back, watch my council colleagues and a couple of thousand residents getting soaked, but you'll see that Jeremy Paxman's job is safe from me.
Conservatives against cuts. No cuts, no votes, say St Helier. No cuts, no votes, say St Helier.
So tell me what you think about today.
Well, we're protesting against the cuts made by intended to be made by the National Health Service in St Helier. 480 jobs, bad food.
And what about the future of the hospital? What are your views on that?
Personally, I think the future of the hospital is quite safe. I think the Liberal Democrats have made a meal of this just to keep themselves in power. They've used this issue for their own ends, knowing full well that St Helier's Hospital is going to stay in place. Because I've been told on very good authority there's no chance of St Helier closing, no chance whatsoever.
And what do we think about the site for a new critical care hospital? Do we think this is ever going to come about now? A rebuild?
I doubt very much if it's going to happen, but I just don't think there's sufficient money. So I think basically St Helier is safe.
Is that partly down to the overspend?
I think that the government just run out of money and they've just got no money for a brand new hospital.
No more closures, no more cuts. Say St Helier before it's shut. No more closures, no more cuts. Say St Helier before it's shut. No more closures, no more cuts. Say St Helier before it's shut.
The commando say St Helier.
We can see you up there on the roof.
Hi Richard, why did you come today?
Well, we've come because we're fighting to keep local NHS services for certain people. We don't want to see our hospital closed and healthcare taken out of the borough.
And what did you think the message? Do you think the message came across clearly today?
Well, it was good. There was a united message from Conservatives and from all parties here today, along with the trade unions, that we don't want the government closing our hospitals.
And what do you think is likely to happen with the idea of a critical care hospital in the area now? A new critical care.
We've yet to see what the government decides to do. It all's going to depend on the resources and obviously decisions of the Strategic Health Authority. But the message that will go back from today is that despite the weather, despite the appalling conditions, hundreds and hundreds of people are prepared to turn out to defend their hospital. And if the government's going to listen, then they should get the message that we want to keep St Helier where it is.